Well. Raptor fans, what is going on? This is RPGT. And if you are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button and notification bell as I do my post game reaction to each and every Raptor game, whether it's a win like tonight or a loss. So if you subscribe, Raptor fan, if you're out there, give me some support. Help me out here, trying to build back on my YouTube channel. And shout out to all my subscribers already that, have watched my videos and keep me going, giving me encouragement. Uh, Shout out to those my Instagram followers out there. A lot of people that I like to thank for, supporting me and telling me to keep going. So, the Toronto Raptors have now won two straight. This win tonight was something special. Now, although last night on a back-to-back against the Brooklyn Nets, last night game was a total blowout. If you saw the game, by 36. Raptors coming back home after a long, lengthy road trip, then the All-Star break. And that's not only that. Fans back in Scotiabank Arena. And it's been a while since we've seen that, since December 28th, where the capacity was about 50% or so. This time, it's full capacity. And so all of this, the C word, I don't really like we're using the C word, COVID, if you know what I'm getting to, is slowly being pushed aside. And now everything, this gradually is getting back to normal. And with the fans back in the arena, for those who went to the game, if you saw a great game, you saw a wonderful game tonight, because this was a game where the Brooklyn Nets, after being embarrassed at home, saying, okay, well, losing by 36, that's not gonna cut it. And before tonight's game, the spread had the Toronto Raptors by 8.5 points. And I'm saying that's a bit too high. To me, I think 8.5 was too high, because here I'm thinking Kyrie Irving was gonna play. That's gonna make it a little bit better. But then I remember the whole border thing with Toronto, and guys like Kyrie Irving cannot travel across the border into Canada. So I said, okay, well, 8.5 maybe. But tonight was a very close game, and so close. If it wasn't for those key free throws by Trent Jr. near the end, this game could have gone Raptors um, winning maybe by 3, or maybe Brooklyn winning by 3, or overtime. James Johnson, former Raptor, hit a 3 ball. Didn't really make sense, because that time it was 109-105. Johnson's 3 made it 108 for the Nets. Game over. But those key free throws by Trent Jr. help with this Raptors win. And speaking of Trent Jr., tonight he finished with 24 points, 2 rebounds, 7 assists tonight in the starting lineup for the Raptors. And coming off a 28-point performance last night, Scotty Barnes had himself a double-double. 18 points, 10 rebounds. 8 for 13 from the field tonight. And he made some great plays during this game. Some plays that when you watch on the replay, you gotta like, wow, did he really do that? And what kind of concern me is with Scotty Barnes. Usually, after he will get like a 20 plus point performance, then the next game, if it's a back to back or whatever, next game he comes out and he scores in single digit. And I said to myself, I would not be surprised if he scored maybe 8, 7 around there. But he shocked me tonight. He totally shocked me tonight with this double performance tonight. And the consistent with him, it's gonna take a lot of time to grow with Scotty Barnes, but if he can put up numbers like these every game throughout the end of the season, the Rookie of the Year nominee candidate should go to him. All right. Also, quite of a big bounce back for Pascal Siakam after the last 2 games, especially in that blowout yesterday against the Nets and the blowout loss against the Atlanta Hawks. Siakam comes back with 18 points tonight, 7 for 19 from the field. He got fouled out late in that fourth quarter. That's okay. Raptors still winning this game. Malachi Flynn. Now here's another guy that's getting minutes right now, only because Fred VanVleet is injured. Tonight, 15 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists. And he was contributing in every single way as the point guard. And he made a sick move early in the first quarter on LaMarcus Aldridge, deked him in the paint, goes up for the layup. And that's just one of his main plays tonight in this win. Ken Birch, awesome night. Despite the past few games in the starting lineup, he finished with 11 points in his game. Off the bench, Thaddeus Young, once again. This guy's been scoring in double digits lately. 11 points off the bench. Chris Boucher with 8 points, 6 rebounds. And Precious Achua, slow night tonight. Poor wise shooting, but still with 4 points and 7 rebounds. 7 rebounds is still good enough for Precious Achua. I like to get back to Malachi Flynn because with the Raptors and their point guard situation, right? Raptors do have a lot of forwards, right? Center, we all know. But if it's someone to get hurt, if Fred VanVleet, God forbid, if he gets hurt, Malachi Flynn's going to have to take over. And who's going to be backing up Malachi Flynn if he starts as a point guard? Now, you have Delano Banton, but at his size, Delano Banton is like 6'9". He's not that your typical point guard, height, stature. So what I'm trying to say is, like, I think in the offseason, the Raptors should probably address probably getting help at the point guard position, right? Brooklyn Nets tonight. James Johnson led the way for the Nets, 19 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Seth Curry, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. And Seth Curry had a great night also. But that fourth quarter, getting back to Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes with a huge block on Seth Curry. Trying to remember what the score was. I know the game was very close. Late fourth quarter, with I believe it was like under a minute to go. Curry driving, block by Scotty Barnes. And not only the free throws by Trent Jr., but that block by Scotty Barnes also helped with the Raptors win. LaMarcus Aldridge, 16 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists. Bruce Brown, who had that big night last night, he only finished with 90 points in tonight's game. And Patty Mills. Patty Mills is a guy, he's a streaky shooter. I'm surprised with his numbers with only 8 points tonight, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists off the bench. A kind of a warm. Okay, I'm lying. A freezing cold welcome back for Goran Dragic. Soon as he came on the court, the fans wasted no time to boo him. As soon as he touched the ball, you could hear the boos rain down on Goran Dragic. And it's no surprise, right? He was gonna get booed. I know he probably know, like, I know probably doesn't care, but as Raptor fans, you deserve that. After your comments and your saying that you have higher ambitions. Tonight, 10 points, as I said, 2 rebounds, 2 assists in this game. And Thomas off the bench for the Brooklyn Nets with 11 points off right there. So, Raptors improving to 34-27 on the season, getting back to 7 games over 500 after the first 2 losses coming back from the All-Star break. And they will be back at home with fans, which is great. They take on the Detroit Pistons. Yeah. Those same Pistons that for some reason that the Raptors are 3-8 against their former coach, Dwayne Casey. So I hoping that they find, even if they have to grind out grimy, gritty win against these Pistons, who for some reason, I don't know what's their problem with. I mean, if Casey still has personal issues, I don't know. But that game will be on Thursday night. All right. So thank you for watching. This is my post-game reaction right here. Shout out to everyone once again, as I mentioned. And you have a wonderful evening. Take care. Bye.